Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging. Frameshift drive charging. Mission objective complete.
Hello, how you everybody doing?
Frameshift drive charging.
We're going to admissions today for the Chicago personnel or whatever comes my way. Still continuing to accept influence rewards for the system trying to flip.
System scan complete.
If you have any questions, please put it in the chat. Let's start a conversation.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, so my next jump is, well, I have enough fuel to get where I need to go. Okay. But I do need to get some fuel for my star. I'm running kind of low.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
This one's got 2 suns. Yeah. Let's see.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah. Yellow, orange star, yeah. I can get fuel from the next system. And yes, you can run out of fuel in this game if you're not careful. If you're out of fuel, either someone come get you, or you auto-destruct. I, as of right now, have never run out of fuel ever, and I'm going to start today.
Fuel scooping.
So I'm going to make some laps around this star right here. Give me at least a half a tank of fuel, and I should be fine. There.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
And I know there's one person watching. Start a conversation, please, with me. Say hello.
4, 3,
Something.
Fuel scooping.
Ask me questions about elite. It doesn't even have to be about elite.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
If you're shy, so am I. I'm actually an invert, so this is the total opposite of me and what I'm doing. So, hello, welcome to the channel. running missions right now to build up my influence in the system to where I can move corporate faction into first place. It's called flipping a system for power play. You never know, I might get to some combat, you never know. You have to stay tuned and watch.
Foxtrot Alpha Delta. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to our territory. We are honored by your visit. Access permitted. Plot route for approach to landing pad 3-6. Clear for automated approach, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
Docking procedure complete. Execute system shutdown. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Your comfort is our top priority.
So I'm trying to pick quests with example like this one. You see the rep, a lot of pluses, then IMF, which is influence, those kind of missions I'm picking up that will boost this stat right here. This is the faction I'm currently fighting for, CD 584207 Legal Services. It is a corporate. I'm pledged to Felicia Winter. She's a corporate, so it's who I'm kind of fighting for right now. Or Imperial Enforcement Division is a Empire, so trying to push them out. I got a lot of percentages to go up, but slowly but surely, I'm going to push them out. They're never going to go into a conflict zone, and then we're going to handle it in not so nice way by blowing up their ships in there, and they're going to try to blow up mine. So that's what we're currently doing right now. I got to get up to, yeah, I need like 30%, So I got a long ways to go, so I'll handle one mission at a time. So as long as I get as many of these NSF, INFs missions done, it'll go up a little by little. So these passenger missions come up with engineering materials like the Exquisite Focus right there. That's good. It's grade 5. I'm gonna have to pass it up and get the influence instead. So sometimes that's a hard one to pass up, but sometimes I have to do it. This one's a short one, with 41 light years, so 2 jumps and I'll be there, and then turn around and come back. Sometimes I switch it up, sometimes I switch it to my cargo ship versus hauling passengers. I have 2 passenger ships. This is kind of like a small and medium ship. And then I have my Basil Liner, which is a large landing pad, and I can haul more people. Just to give you an idea what this little ship looks like. There it is. It's called the Dolphin. Because if it actually looks like it actually looks kind of like a dolphin. So that's why it's called the Dolphin. Dumb people. No, it's fine. Everywhere we go, you gotta make jumps. And depending on your FSD, so for this ship, jump range is 39.46. That's the current. So the next jump is 33.4, so that's why I was able to jump to this next system. I had to make 2 jumps because it was 46 and some change, so that's why it takes 2 jumps to get where I need to go. Of course, the longer jumps takes more. Thank you. And this game is built off our Milky Way galaxy. The company name is Frontier. They're located in the UK. David Braben, this was his baby back in 1984 when he got started. So David Braben has been into the development of Elite Dangerous since 1984. So this game has been around a long time. It's been revised like 3 or 4 times to what it is now. And unfortunately in 2022 they launched Odyssey, and it was a big complete flop on Frontier's part. Unfortunately, Mr. Braben made the decision to cancel all development councils, and they broke everybody's heart on the console side because they needed to concentrate on the PC side to get the game up and running like it's. Yeah, it's been 3 years now, and we're still waiting. But yeah, it's been a long time, and I have over 4,500 hours in this game, and I really don't want to give it up all that easy. I have to do a little filtering here. Because I gotta look for Anya 10. Because this is the system I gotta go to get what I need. Because I'm looking for any visitor beacon. That's where I have to go. This is where this rich tourist wants to see. So I have to head that way. She pays handsomely. So these are the rewards I can choose from, either 2 million, 12,000 credits, or 402,000 credits with the engineering materials, or a whole bunch of influence for 214,000 credits. So those are my choices once I am done. You always get majority times 3. Sometimes you only get 2 choices, but overall it's usually 3. So it all depends on what you want to run. You can do bounty hunting. You can actually interdict other ships if they're wanted, blow them up, collect a bounty, and go on about your day. So Elite's got a lot of options you can do. There it is, finally. Took long enough. And all good captains, all good players need a little coffee, you know, to get the brain operating, get rid of the fog. I bought a new game last night called Space Docker VR. Whew, man. I love VR games, but man, that is the one that made me pretty nauseated, but you know, I powered through it. So take a look at my channel. Game's been out, I think, over a year now, something like that, and I'm going to have a lot of fun with that. I have other videos, SnowRunner, Roadcraft, Alaska Road Truckers, so if you get a chance, please take a look at my videos and leave a comment, please. What's that, Megan? Yep. These are my 2 dogs. You got 3 altogether. The light tan one's a golden retriever. His name is Zeus, but his nickname is Moosey. And then this brown dog, his name's Macambus. This dog has like 1,000 names. He's a turd dog, but he's okay. It's almost their feeding time, but it's not actually your feeding time yet. So I know, guys, it's not time yet. You got 15 minutes. Trust me, they'll let me know when it's feeding time, like an hour before their feeding time. All right, guys, go lay down. Let's go. There's a system called Colonia that's thousands of light years away, and yeah.
Frameshift drive charging.
I've been there a couple times, so yeah, it's pretty far away. So I'll show you on the map once I get back to the station. And I've been to the center of the galaxy too, where it shows a big old black hole here. What, a couple of years ago now, they showed the picture, the first black hole ever been taken and pictured. So yeah, it was a couple of years ago now, probably going on 3. So the first ever black hole ever pictured. Pretty cool. Not what I was thought, but you never know what people's expectations are, what they think they might see. But yeah, first black hole ever taken. Anyway, getting back with Frontier, they reached out to NASA. NASA sent every file of every planet, of every system in our Milky Way galaxy, and they based Elite Dangerous off of that. So this game, if they don't ever develop again, which I'm hoping that's not the case, but I will keep playing this game until 2 things happen. Either A, they shut down the servers, or one day they start developing again. My son has 2 gaming PCs. I could easily go over to the PC. Very easy. But I don't want to, because I have over 4,500 hours in this game and made a lot of good friends that play Elite Dangerous on the console side. So I will not ever leave. And I know they have a lot of new ships over there on the PC side of the house, because I keep updates what's going on over there, the colonization of the planets, walking around the fleet carriers and stuff like that. Yeah, I have a fleet carrier myself, so it's expensive. Almost 24 million weekly. Yeah, you heard me correct. Almost 24 million each week for upkeep. So paid $5 billion for it, and almost another $4 million for the stuff I have in it. So definitely made the game a lot shorter. It is definitely a mobile base out there, middle of nowhere. There's a place called Beagle Point that's 65,000 light years away from basically the bubble, is what it's called. All the colonization of planets. But yeah, one day I'm going to go out there. I'm going to use my little puddle jumper called the Diamondback Explorer, which is a small little ship that has a very high jump range, and that's what I use to go to Colonia twice. Well, there and back, and then every other time after that I use my fleet carrier to go. So engineering in this game is a must. Very must in this game. It is very grindy, but in the end it's worth it. Depends on how many ships you want. I have a bunch of them myself. But if you know what you want and do one engineering at a time, like your FSD, hull reinforcements, stuff like that, if you just plan it out and not get overwhelmed, it'll go quickly. Just a little bit each day.
Landing gear deployed.
Touchdown confirmed. Ship secured. Enjoy your stay, Commander. Your comfort is our top priority.
Alright, you need that influence. I need it. So, if you do a bunch of influences, it gathers up. There's about what? It's called a tick, about 3 o'clock in the morning over UK. It basically adds it all up, and then about between 3 and 4 o'clock, there's a tick, and then the stats will update. So, alright, 7,595 light year. No. 16 million's nice, but 7,000 light years, yeah, that might take me a little bit. So here's where the system is. Oops. So over here is basically called the bubble, right? All these little purple cogs is engineers, ones I've gone to, and then these other ones are map markers. So that one was kind of like right here, 7,000 light years. So going this way, these right here is what's called the Colonia Bridge. This was done before the split. And then right here, this little area. This little cluster right here is Colonia. The Lost Chain, right? Yeah, this is basically Colonia right here. As you see, it's pretty far out here because it is, like I said, these map markers are starports that myself and other gamers from the PC side, they had basically a challenge, and we crushed it very fast. This Colonia Bridge was never here. You actually had to jump between the stars, and hopefully you can find a starport. But these are actually starports, and this right here is the center of the galaxy right here, Sagittarius A. Sagittarius A. There's a trophy you can get. And of course, over here is the other side of the known universe. And you see the spirals here, and then the black. Yeah, not too many systems in between these spirals. And out here, not too many systems out here either. So that's pretty much Merchant Galaxy, and so I have been right here. This is kind of the edge, so kind of left markers here if I ever decide to come out this way again. So, but yeah, there's thin, there's black areas. There's systems there, just very, very few. So you can get yourself into trouble very quickly in fuel. So this one is 24,000 light years. Let's see where this to Eye of Fire. So let's see here. This one's pretty. So yep, okay. So we're right. Yeah, we're right inside Terrace A, and as you see, if I zoom in, you see all these planets tightly packed together. It's for a reason. Because the black hole is pretty much like right there, and it's sucking all the planets in. That's why everything's so clustered together. So all right, let's see if it resets. Every 10 minutes, the mission board resets with new missions or updates to new missions. Sometimes you gotta be a little patient. Let's see what Discord has to say. Looks like somebody posted something.
Visitors are welcome only to this facility and to Imperial Sovereign territory, where excellence is the standard. Pilots are respectfully asked to remain at their own docking pad only and avoid obstructing access to other docking bay areas.
Alrighty. The faction I support, I'm an ally, so you put something out. So this is basically my fleet carrier, what it looks like. So, yeah. Alright, the board should reset. Alrighty, looks like we got some. Sometimes you have to look carefully because sometimes the passenger is wanted in the system. My very first maiden voyage in my passenger ship, I got blown up because I didn't look. As soon as they scanned me, I got fired upon and I had no idea what the heck was going on. And I died. The guns here on space station's pretty rough. You'll die very quickly. So I'm just looking to see what my engineering materials are like. Bioconductors, I'm pretty much maxed out. So you have to read the traits, make sure there's no red in there. If it's a red, you probably don't want to do it. So this guy wants to see a couple beacons. Looks like in 2 different systems. So he wants to see LE system, which is 83.36 light year. Oh, he wants to see 3 systems. Okay. So that's fine. The award I'm going to choose is the influence. It's 1.6 million. So you really have to look at what they're asking, because they could inadvertently put you in danger. So this guy wants to go to 2 systems and offer a little bit more money. So I'm going to end up taking this one. Efficiency is the best. 7-seater. Economy. These are the basically seats. I only have this one's a 3-seater. That's a 2-seater. The one up here, like with my camera view in the way, is probably a 2-seater. This is the only 10-seater. So we'll take the 2 systems. Usually if you do them efficiently, they usually won't ask for something, because sometimes they'll ask for whatever they want to ask. And you're supposed to go to the nearest starport, get them what they want to make their trip happier. If not, their happiness will decrease, and it really won't affect much. I usually decline it because I'm an express. But if you deny them or don't do it, it won't hurt you that bad. So, but you do it quick enough, they won't ask anything. All right. I think after this, I'm gonna switch ships. I'm gonna switch to my Beluga liner, so you see how big that thing is.
Detachment sequence complete. Please
And
exit
here's the Dolphin ship. And looks kind of like a dolphin. That's what I call it. That's what I call the Dolphin. You got an Orca, and then you got a Beluga. So, they've done these ship designs really nice, but they've done a good job with the artwork. So, unfortunately, the PC side, you got the updated ships. There's like 3 or 4 ships they've gotten. Unfortunately, for us console people, they canceled all development, so we will not get anything new. I hope one day they'll change that and start, developing for console, but I don't know.
Camshaft drive charging.
You have to watch when you loop around the sun. Sometimes some ships heat up faster than others. This ship is pretty decent on heat dissipation, so it doesn't heat up that quickly. So as long as you stay outside of that line, if you go inside of that line, you can bake yourself to death with your ship and blow up. Done it a few times myself. So you just stay outside of that line and watch your heat rising. Should be fine. Some people turn off those lines, which is crazy. I guess they live dangerously, I guess. Hence the word Elite Dangerous. There's a name for a game that's ever so perfect, it's this one. This game will capitalize on your mistake and try to kill you. And you did it to yourself. Just verify. Yep, okay. And after that, then you're gonna have to go to another system. Sometimes that happens where it goes behind the planet and then you lose basically lock.
Incoming mission critical message.
And it just talks about the ice caps are most impressive. It's just a well-known tourist spot. So we're off to Prism. This is the next one we need to go to. And that's 4 jumps away.
Frameshift drive charging.
That is a Brown's, basically a non-fuel star. It's a brown star. Basically, I can't get any fuel off brown stars. There are some regular sun planets, or sun stars that are fuel and some that are not. So
Frameshift drive
you have to
charging.
watch your fuel bar. Make sure you don't run out of fuel, because you don't want to run out of fuel in this game. You do not want to run out of fuel.
4, 3, 2, 1.
This game really does a good job of plotting routes along with fuel stars. So I'll show you what I mean. So I'm here. This is where I came from. This line right here, this mid line right here means I had enough fuel to jump from where I'm at now to here, and then to here. Okay. This means just a continuation. And if it had a fuel star, it'd be another icon. This is fuel star. But since I have enough fuel, I don't need to refuel, but it's wise to go to a system and see if the system has a fuel star and fill up your tank. It's just wise. So we'll find out if this one's a fuel star. If it is, I have fuel scoop and automatically opens up, and then it just scoops away until the tank is full, or pull it as I want it, and then I watching my heat, that heat bar.
Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
And we have 2 more jumps to go.
4, 3, 2, 1.
It's always wise to have a fuel scoop. You don't have to put one in, but it's like American Express. You never leave the home without it. That is your only saving grace, is that fuel scoop. Or unless you're playing very well and you know how many jumps you can get before your tank is empty.
Frameshift drive charging.
I have one ship that's like that. And it's my power play mega hauler. So, yeah. You know, OCD in my fuel scoop, and I don't have one. Yeah, I've got one. It took me a little bit to get used to. I still don't like it. But I can haul 750 units, so I can haul some stuff. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, really? Unbelievable. Target by wonderful. All right. Well, $278,000 light seconds. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Where was that? In a transaction, because it wasn't. Alright, 279,000 likes. Alright, folks, this is going to be a little bit. But we got the time. Let's see what we got here. Space station. We got a fleet carrier here. Looks like we have a bunch of tourist beacons. Kind of Lauren strip of her rank. Uh-oh. Is that where we need to go to? Yep, that's the one. Stripped of her rank. This is going to be an interesting read. See what she did, just have her rank stripped. Some of this lore is pretty interesting. Does anybody have a question they'd like to ask? Please ask. Let's start a conversation. I know there's 2 people watching. Please. I'm a new streamer. I've always wanted to do this, so I just jumped right in it. Thank you for hanging out with me. while I play my game. If you got any questions, please ask. Give you some views of the cockpit inside the ship. This is a small little ship. It's a medium or small landing pad ship, so kind of compact. They have the three main types: small, medium, large pad. So it all depends on what you want to do. The most versatile ships are the small to medium because they can land anywhere. They can land in the big star ports or the small little ports that look like a gun. Let's see if I can find one on here. Yeah, this one right here. It's an outpost, so these only have small or medium landing pads, so a large ship will not be able to land at an outpost. So they're the most versatile, and when it comes to missions, they have the most missions versus a large ship that can only go to big star ports only. So yeah, I've been playing this game a long time, and I'm still learning new things about this game. There's so much to this game, so many layers to this game that I ain't even explored yet. Power play, when I first started, I had no idea what power play was until recently when the split happened, and I was running missions, doing what I'm doing. I had two people reach out to me
Incoming mission
and
message.
become really online friends, and they wanted to learn the power play, so they did, and I allied with them, and DJ is really the mastermind behind the strategy of the power play, and took 3 years, but Winters is number one. Sometimes it fluctuates between Zachary Hudson, so yeah, she was down here between 9 and 10, always fluctuated back and forth between 9 and 10, and through DJ, his mastermind, getting the systems that they needed, because she was always second, and she was always the mother. That's the mother, and that's the daughter. The daughter's always in first place. Mom was close second to third, because she has a module that everybody likes, and Mom has a module that everybody likes. They were always the top two. She was always number one no matter what. The princess was always number one, but through DJ and his strategically broke through these two empires and completely collapsed them, and Winters was in first place. It shocked everybody. We even had the Empire over and the PC side come over here and wreak havoc to basically disrupt what we were doing, and it was a challenge, but took 3 years, and we finally broke them. And then they thought we had a lot of people. It was just 4 to 5 players. That's it. Strategic planning, flipping systems to lower the fort triggers, and yeah, I was part of that from the beginning. So it was nice, and I got to learn. I got to learn about the power play. So really not my cup of tea, but I enjoy hauling, so I was one of the main haulers. And then they wanted underminers, which you basically undermine another system to take it over. Again, combat wasn't really my thing, so I told them, like, I'd rather be a hauler. So they understood, and then they said, hey, are you interested in flipping systems? I said, what's that consist of? And they said, go in there, do a bunch of missions, go in the combat zones, win it, and then move on. So, okay, we'll give it a try. And it grew on me, and I love flipping systems. So my combat got a whole lot better. Wasn't really good at combat, but I listened to the gentlemen that basically knew the engineering inside and out, and made my combat cutter a whole lot stronger. And the only thing that was holding it back was me, because my confidence wasn't there, and it is there now. So engineering's everything. You have your certain ships for combat, you got your certain ships for hauling, you got your certain ships for pirating. Every ship has its strength and weakness. So you just gotta read, research, and ask your questions. Knowledge is there, you just gotta find it. And the website Anara is a great tool for this game, since it's so expansive. You just navigate through what you need, and then they'll tell you what systems to go to, what starports to go to, where to look. It narrows it down quite a bit. Unfortunately, when the two worlds split apart, basically the info stopped. So, and ours is still good, but it's not good for a lot of the new updated stuff. But it's still useful. Kind of curious to see what Miss Lauren did to get her rank strip. She probably got her hand caught in a cookie jar or something. Maybe she touchy something she shouldn't have. Oh no, we're about to find out. There's guardian sites here. There's these insectoid bugs called Theragoids, and they will tear through ships very quickly, even heavily engineered. So there's technology out there from the Guardians that strengthen your ship against the Theragoids. So, well, because someone got nosy and went into an uninhabited planet and started poking around, and they didn't like that. So that's what started it all off. Thanks to Mr. McComb. He's the one that started the war with the human race. So, and he's an alliance. He got greedy and took something that wasn't his. So no touchy. And that's why we have the Theragoids attacking humankind. But they only attack if they scan you and sense that you have Guardian technology. You can have Guardian technology as long as you turn it off. Turn off the power. They scan you. They won't know you have it. But if it's active, powered, they scan you. Trust me, they will crush you very quickly and then move on. And move on about their day. Yeah, the third goals was the very last thing I never wanted to get into, but I got into it because I wanted to explore every aspect of this game. So nothing better than squashing a bug. All right, we're getting closer. Let's hear the story of why she got stripped of her rank. This might be for some interesting reading. All right.
Mission objective complete.
All right. On October 14, 3302, Kahina Tanner Loring was stripped of her rank of senator for delegating her responsibilities in respect of the prison system to Ambassador Cuthridge Delaney in 3301. An aide for the Admiral Denton Petraeus said Loring gave up her senatorial responsibilities, so it is unreasonable that she continue to be protected by the title. Frankly, she shouldn't be described as a lady either, but we will let the courts make that determination. Oh. Ooh, Denton Petraeus. Ooh. She's delegating her responsibilities to someone else. That's what you get when you make a decision like that. You're fired. All right. Yeah, now we go back to CD 58. All right. We're done here.
Bless you. Excuse me, bless you again. Hey, you know that hospital hour that's out there?
Frameshift drive charging.
I looked. It's like, what the heck?
Hey, Susie. Again, it's my dog, the tame dog, the golden retriever, named is Zeus. But his nickname is Moosey because he's a big dog. So.
Fuel scoping.
Now we're heading back to collect my reward. I'm going to switch ships.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I'm probably going to see, I'm going to switch to my, I said I was going to switch to my Beluga one. I did say that, so I'll show you what that ship looks like. It's another passenger ship. It's a large thing that's called the Whale, and you'll see in a minute because each one of these ships, the Beluga, the Orca, and the Dolphin, kind of resemble the fish that it is named after. Because the Beluga is a big old whale, and this thing is a big old ship. according to some people, it's so large, it's the biggest ship in the game, but I might tend to disagree with that, but it's okay. So your three biggest ships are the Type 9, the Beluga, and then the Imperial Cutter. That's what they're called, the big three.
Frameshift drive charging.
The Type 9 is big. Type 10 is even bigger. I throw the 9 in there because it is not. It is not a small ship.
Fuel scaling.
Ready, got that one. Yeah. No, then I have one.
System scan complete. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Just gonna skim this star with a little bit of fuel because that's the last jump right there. CD584207. That's the system I'm currently trying to flip to put corporate in charge to lower some forwarding numbers. Eventually I'll do a combat zone stream and a little more interesting. And give the viewers what they want. Death and destruction. So these are filters right here, filter out all that extra stuff. Don't need all that extra stuff on the sheet there. Streamlines it. Yeah, you have the ability to turn off the, like, I call them auto thrusters. This has ability where you can actually fly it like it's supposed to. You know, move one direction, you counter it, make it stop. So, thing's got night vision in it. This game is really, really nice. It's got headlights. You're trying to do mining and stuff like that. So yeah, this game was really, really well thought out by Mr. Braden. Like I said, David Braden was basically the creator of Elite, and this has been one of the four pillars of Frontier. So yeah, year 2022 was a bad year for Frontier, really bad. They had to restructure because it was a big flop. So, but they're kind of getting back on their feet. So Happens to every gaming company, gaming developer. You have your really good years, and one bad launch, you could bankrupt the whole company, you know. So. Unfortunately, those things happen. They have other games. They have, I think, Planet Roller Coaster. They have a Jurassic Park game. I think they have Warhammer. I think they have Space Marines too, I believe. So they have other games. I have their Jurassic Park game that came out 2-3 years ago. There's Evolution 3 coming out in October this year. Looks pretty good. It's pretty much the same thing. They just added other customizations to it, which look pretty neat. So I'll probably end up getting it. And then I have to do time management and try to figure all out when to stream it. So.
Scan detected.
What could possibly go wrong of dinosaurs? What could possibly go wrong? Everything. Yeah, everything can go wrong. Designing, building, creating dinosaurs. Everything. All right. I'm gonna do some repair work. Just advanced maintenance. Paint job took a little bit of pounding to get that back at 100%. And then turn in this mission and get my just reward. Yeah. I usually will get this Biotech grade 5, but I have 99 over 100, so this offers 3. I can't just take the 1. It's either 3 or none. Alright, so let's take this. Let's go down to a hangar and let's get the beluga liner out. Show you what the whale looks like. Just to give you an idea of what ships I have in the shipyard here. That's Diamondback Explorer. That's the one that has has 70 light year jump range, which is awesome. And my Python ship, it's a medium landing pad ship. This is the beluga liner. So I'm going to switch into that and I'll show you a better picture of it, why it's called the whale. Yeah, that's what the ship looks like. It's a very, very large ship. a very large ship. So let's see what kind of passenger missions I can get. I have better seating. Better seating means better prices, better missions, more payout. Look at here. We got some tourists who want to go somewhere, but no influence. So let's see here. Isabella, that's 4. That's more. Now here's some tourists that want to go to a planet side, which I don't like planet sides. They take too long, but you know what? Let's go to planet side because y'all have never seen a planet side base before. So take these tours so we could do a planetary base. So it's tourist. Hostile ships may be sent against you. This is usually a normal thing. Let's see what this one is. It's for landing. Just tourists, so we're good. So I have a total of six cabins altogether, equal 54 capacity. I'll be taking 28. So sometimes you look at the systems where they're going. Exhaust to see if there's any other ones going to exhaust to system where I'm going. Probably not, but sometimes they do offer multiple people to go. Nope. Alright. Well, let's go. And in a minute you'll see those other wings fold up. So this ship actually goes through the center of the mail slot. That's what we call the mail slot. It's the only ship that goes through the center because it's ginormous. So just you go through the camera cycles to see inside the ship. Looks pretty nice. You know, one of the nicest ships in the game. There's 2 seats where I can have 2 additional players. Multi-crewing is what it's called. So yes, you can multi-crew. Only time people multi-crew is if you're in a combat ship and they want to shoot your weapons. But sometimes that's not necessarily the case.
Frameshift drive charging.
So again, we're heading to a planet side base. So to take you down to a planet, these ships can go and land on planets if it's designed to. If not, then you can't go. Then you can't land on it. We have these little vehicles called SRVs that you can put in your ship and you land on the planet and then you just go terrorize whatever. So we're going to be on the Lambert's Holding. These little SRVs. You can go and collect resources on the planets. Each planet offers a certain resource. If you need, you guys shoot these rocks, then you pick it up, and then move on to the next one. You gotta be careful when entering the planets because there are certain angles that you have to come in at. If you come in too steep, you know, you could ricochet off the planet's surface, which I have done. It's not fun, but again, if you make a mistake, this game will try to kill you. So there's a certain angle between 10 to 15 degrees that the game recommends you come in at to be safe, because each planet has its own gravity. And the one I ricocheted off of it, the gravity was 3 or 4 times the gravity. So big ship, a lot of gravity, you know, not simpatico with each other because I came in too steep. So yeah, that was a disaster waiting to happen. Alright, the base is behind the planet, so I gotta kind of circle the planet a little bit. To that broken line becomes a solid line. It's on the dark side, so you'll be able to see the night vision that's capable on this. So, alright, it's lit. Then you just basically line up. You know, you put the circle there between the 2 lines right there, and you just wait for it to go in, you know, this, you know, the atmosphere, and then it'll go into a glide, and then once the glide's done, they'll come out and come into thrusters. Right now we're in Super Cruise.